Hello YouTube! Today I'm gonna be talking to you about this Kamikaze Girls manga and compare it to the Kamikaze Girls film. This book review is gonna contain some spoilers because I'm gonna have to talk about what happens in the book and compare it to what happens in the movie. I'm gonna try and keep spoilers to the minimum, but if you haven't seen the movie and you haven't read the manga and you definitely want to know spoilers on how the two compare, then I don't know why you clicked on this video because the title clearly says that we're gonna be talking about it. But anyways, I'm gonna be talking about the Kamikaze Girls manga and how similar it is to the movie and whether or not it's a good read that you should get. So full disclosure, I have read this manga, I have watched the film several times. I haven't read the novel, so I can't compare the novel to the manga or the novel to the movie and bring the novel into this. There is, at the end of this manga, there's a short extract of the novel, and I have read this extract, so I have read a tiny amount of the novel itself, but not the actual novel, so I don't think I can compare the two. But from this tiny extract, I can say that I think that novel is more like the film than the film is like the manga. And actually I would like to read the novel as well, so if you'd like to see me talk about the novel, then please leave a comment below and then let me know, then I can have the excuse to also buy the novel and do a video on it. So are the Kamikaze Girls manga and the film very similar? Are they both the same story? No. Okay, bye. It was nice to see them. No, but seriously, the storylines are very different. So in the original manga, there's this whole big introduction. In the original film, there's this big introduction of Momoko, of Lolita fashion, of her family. There's her whole backstory. The manga is very fast-paced. I thought that this whole manga tells the story of the whole movie, but no, it actually tells the story of the movie and then some. And I already thought that it would be difficult to put the whole movie in this one tiny volume, but no, they have actually put more than just the movie plot into this, and I'll get into that in a moment. But basically in the film you get lots of introduction of Momoko, of her family, of what's going on. In this manga you only get the introduction of her being a Lolita, her quickly explaining what Lolita fashion is in her own way that she does, and then she meets Ichigo, and in the original film they meet through Momoko trying to get money by selling counterfeit goods, but in the manga Ichigo just comes up to her and says that she wants to meet the embroiderer Emma, who we only learn about much later in the movie, but in the manga we just get right off the bat to the Emma thing, and they basically go to find Emma right away. There is no introduction, and the manga felt very fast paced the first time I read it. Then the second time I started again from the beginning, it felt better, but I'm still not sure if I haven't seen the movie would I even understand what is going on in the manga, because it's a bit ridiculously fast paced. So anyways, the two go to find Emma. They don't, obviously. In this manga, however, it is implied very strongly that Emma does actually exist and is not a fragment of Ichigo's imagination. So yeah, there's that, which makes everything completely different. Another thing that's completely different is that, and actually makes more sense to me, is that Ichigo does the fashion show for Baby first. Pretty much like the designer meets him and wants him to do the fashion show, and then her gang gets mad at her for wearing such frilly clothes and being so girly, and that's not what a gang member should do, and then they start messing with her, which I think narratively makes a bit more sense. There's a reason why they go after her. There's also a reason in the movie, but I feel like this reason somehow works better. So basically they do that. because Ichigo does the fashion show. And then the manga pretty much ends. Yeah, basically they ride off the sunset in the same way that they do in the film, and they tell each other they really like each other, which I don't know, take it how you will. And basically that's it. And if that felt really short to you, then that's because we're only here in the manga when that happens. This part is the film. And when I bought this, I thought this whole manga would be covering the film, but only this part covers the film. So what are we doing in the rest of the manga? Are we talking about Ichigo and Momoko? Well, kinda. We are certainly talking about Ichigo. There is the original story, which is a continuation of the story of the film, but it honestly mainly focuses on Ichigo. So if Ichigo is your favorite character, then go for it. But if you were looking to spend time watching Momoko and her beautiful Lolita clothes, then you're kind of out of luck. So I don't want to spoil too hard the story about Ichigo because it is new, and if you haven't read the manga, then maybe you would like to experience that. But very basically, Ichigo falls in love. And Momoko is in this story as well, but she's like very much a side character. She is barely basically there. I mean, she is there, but she's like in no way the main character. Ichigo is definitely the main character. So take it how you will. Personally, I like. I'm not sure I like Momoko's character better as a character, but I was hoping for more like Lolita related content, and this is basically a love story. And then you would think that the whole rest of the manga is the continuation of Kamikaze Girls. No, that is not the case either. Here we have the ending of Kamikaze Girls, here we have Ichigo's story, and here we have the rest of the book. So what is the rest of the book about? The rest of the book is a manga called Koyobi Hime, or the Pinky Ring Princess. And this manga, I'm gonna spoil a bit because I don't know why you would care about it if you got this manga thinking it was gonna be a Kamikaze Girls manga. This is basically about a young girl who blackmails an older guy to be with him. Great choice to put in a Lolita related manga to really not make people have those negative connotations they have when they think of the word Lolita. Great choice! 10 out of 10 thinking, and I just realized this. Oh god, why? So yeah, it's not super creepy, I guess. But it actually is. It kind of is. It really is. So yeah, it's about a younger girl blackmailing a guy to, I also think, take her virginity, possibly. I'm not sure because I've sort of deleted the plot of this from my mind because I did not enjoy it that much. And then the rest of the manga is that. It's about that young girl blackmailing this older guy. I don't really have anything to say about this story, so I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna leave it here and say that at the end there's a Lolita version of the characters here. And then there's still a little bit left, and a little bit is a short extract from the novel. Could have been, to me, the whole thing, like the whole Koyobe Hime part could have just been avoided. But I guess that would be nearly like giving you the novel for free. I would like to read the novel, but yeah, I'm not sure. I guess they put it here just because they needed something to put in the novel. In the volume they still had lots of room left. Kind of disappointed, honestly, because I was hoping the whole thing, if not to be about the movie, then the whole thing at least to be the continuation of the movie. And it does say that like in the back of the manga it does say that there will be a continuation that has been approved by the original author of Kamikaze Girls. So you're not getting ripped off that much on this part, but then it doesn't say anything about half of the book just being an older manga that's just been recycled and put in here. So that's kind of a shame. So I'm gonna briefly discuss the art style. The art style is very 90s, and I like the art style. It's like very big eyes, cute, very 90s shoujo manga. This manga isn't actually that old, I think, but it's just the artist draws like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I like that style. The one thing that really bothers me is the way Momoko wears her headpiece. On here, it looks like it's on her forehead, like nobody wears a headdress like that. If a headdress is on your head, then it should look different in my opinion. But that's kind of nitpicky, I guess. The fashion looks good when there are actually characters wearing Lolita in this. They look nice. The cutesy shoujo, big eyes manga style is cute. It fits. It's adorable. It's pretty good. I like the drawing style. There are lots of details in the outfits, and yeah, I have no complaints about the drawing style. I wish that they had just filled this whole manga up with more the Kamikaze Girls, because frankly they took more than half of the film off. And for what? If they wanted space for their continuation story, they could have just left space for that, but still done a bit more Kamikaze Girls. So honestly, this feels a bit weird, like incomplete, and the actual film part of the manga is really rushed and weird. It's still nice. I still like it, but I wouldn't have super high expectations when you pick up this manga. Oh, and they also made Ichigo look a lot like a boy, so there's this whole joke about, oh, she looks like a boy, oh my gosh, is she actually a girl? Which happens in manga a lot, so yeah. So, yeah, like 3 stars out of 5, maybe. Just because there's this whole pink eating princess manga that nobody really asked for. I'm sorry, Yukiyo Kanesada, you're the artist who did this, your art is great, but like this has nothing to do with Lolita. Why would you pick a story that has like a younger girl trying to get the guys? Too bad. But overall, if you really like the movie, if you're a real big fan, I don't think it hurts to get this manga if you don't pay too much for it and you don't have too high expectations. So this was my review of the Kamikaze Girls manga, and if you have enjoyed this video, please leave a comment below, leave a like, and click that subscribe button, and tell me what would you like to see me do next. Would you like me to cover the novel as well? I did have some video ideas, but my computer basically not literally blew up, but it's no longer working, so I'm gonna have to wait a while until I get my computer fixed or get a new computer. So yeah, I'm editing this on my laptop in case you were wondering. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye!